Welcome to the Amner Martinez podcast, a Des Moines, Iowa local-centric podcast. Since 2019, I've had the privilege and honor to speak with local politicians, chefs, musicians, athletes, authors, and more. In the 2025 season, we want you to walk away from this podcast knowing our local people in a different light and seeing them from different angles than you're used to. So stick around for interesting conversations. Welcome everyone, my name is Amner Martinez, and on this special episode, I visited my barbers, North End Barbershop. They're great, they're awesome, they're fun, and if you want to know what your local barbershop thinks and the vibe and how they work and why they do what they do, this is a great episode. Check them out, North End Barbershop in the Highland Park neighborhood, right off of Euclid. They take walk-ins, they're good kids, they do good work, support local. Here you go. So you guys been here
Or what do you go by short?
I mean, people have called me Jonah, Johnny, John. I honestly just go by anything,
but like Johnny is like the one.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like one day a relative of mine called me Jonah, and it just kind of stuck, you know, because in Spanish it would be Jonathan, so I don't know, Jonah.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Hey, Carlos, what do you have an AKA? Do you have what are your aliases?
Well, I mean, I've been calling Carlos my whole life, honestly. But at home, I do get called by my middle name. It's like Fabricio.
Fabricio, okay.
Yeah, that's what I get called at home.
You're finding new things about each other. This is like
We've only honestly been known each other for about a year. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, and I've known Jonathan for about like, I don't know, what is it, 4 or 5 years? When did you come to
A
Blades?
little less, maybe like 3.
3.
Yeah.
I mean, we would say what's up to each other at the other barbershop, but never really kicked it outside of there, right?
I can.
yeah. Remember the mic.
Sorry about that. I mean, I can remember maybe like one time we went to go get some drinks, but that was about it. We didn't really kick it like that until now.
Yeah, well, it's a big shop too. You know what I mean? To get everybody gathered up is kind of crazy.
Yeah. So Fabricio. So is that when you getting in trouble?
Honestly, I think this might be the opposite. It's like if I get called Carlos at home, then that's when I'm getting in trouble.
That's when you get in trouble.
Yeah,
You're the
yeah.
youngest one.
In here?
Yeah.
Yeah, just by like a week probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Uber.
Yeah, I pretty much just Uber, you know, in Spanish.
What's your middle name? Do you have a middle name?
I don't have no middle name. It's just Uber Cano Reyes.
Uh-huh.
That's just both my parents' last names. Yep.
Yo, Amner Jose Felix. I have 2 middle names.
Hey,
They couldn't decide. They couldn't decide
What's
which
your-
middle name to pick.
what's your last name though?
Yeah, Martinez.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm tripping. I'm stupid.
So it's possible to have 2 middle names then?
You can do as many middle names
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
as you want. Like you can name your
You
kid.
can change your name when you're old. Like right now, you can legally go change your name if you don't like your name.
Yeah.
Would that be kind of a messed up way to be your parents?
Yeah.
It's like giving the birth to your family for
Because if I
giving.
try to change that, my dad's gonna take that offense because I got named after him.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't like my name first for a while, but then I was like, yeah, it's a little bit different. So, like Uber is pretty
Unique.
rare, that.
Growing up in school, they would always make fun of me for it because they would always be like, Uber everywhere. You know that song
Uber
that goes
everywhere.
around and
What is the song about? What is it?
it's like the Uber song. I don't know.
Sing it for us, man.
Yeah, nah,
I don't know
Yeah,
the song.
sing it,
I don't
sing
know
it.
the song.
I don't
so-
even remember the lyrics. It's just the Uber everywhere.
Uber everywhere. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, they would be like, "Oh, Uber everywhere."
So there's this
This and
kid
that.
when I was in high school. He was like, fuck Martinez, fuck Martinez, and I was like, I would just laugh. But there is a song. He's like, there's a song that says fuck Martinez, and I looked it up, and there is a song that
Is
says
it good though? Is it
fuck
catchy?
Martinez. Yeah, I was like, damn, that's harsh. But he was right. He was just like singing along with whoever wrote that song must hate that. Yeah. So Sergio, so like you started this. You opened last year, right? Like you haven't been open a full year, right?
Yeah, we have been the 30th of December 30th or the 29th.
That's when you opened?
Yeah.
So
it
it's
was
just been like
it was
3,
like 2
4
days.
months.
No. We opened 2024.
What?
So
Oh.
right on turning.
Okay. So you've been over a year. I was gonna say it feels like you've been here over a
Yeah, I
year.
want to say Was it 2024 or 2025? Yeah, somewhere around. Yeah.
Where are we? This is
It
2026.
was
Yeah.
2024 going into 2025.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you open like New Year's.
Yeah, pretty much New
Nice.
Year's Eve. You know, what I mean that week we just went to straight working and yeah, I mean the day before that we had a party, like a soft opening party, but it wasn't really too soft. Like we had a grupo in here, we had tacos going. When Uber came in for their first day, there was a Blackstone grill right there in the walkway. Smell like tacos up in here.
Like grilling inside.
No, we were grilling
Oh,
outside.
outside.
We had closed up and I cleaned up everything and then
Okay.
yeah, but I didn't want to do a party. My family kind of made me. Oh no, you worked hard. You need to do
Yeah,
it. You know
like
what
a
I'm
little
saying?
celebration of.
I just kind of wanted to get into work and then eventually celebrate
Yeah.
from now on. You know,
Yeah. Is this your first shop?
first shop. Yeah, thank God. It took a while. You know, what I mean, I probably should have done it years ago, but I mean, you know, life happens.
Yeah.
You know.
So then,
have to-
who
you
came in after you? Who did? You're the boss. He's the boss, right? Like, is he the?
Yeah, he's the main guy here.
He's the main
Yeah,
guy.
Uber came in after me. You know, what I mean, we had a conversation, and I just told him I appreciate the opportunity to him, and like, you know, and you know, I mean, a lot of people probably don't believe in what we're doing or whatever, but I think we're doing a good thing for the young community that
Sure.
you know, what I mean, are just coming out of high school and really don't want to go to college and take that step and stuff. I mean, he's still learning, he's still doing his thing as well, and I mean, he could kind of tell you about how it's been for himself, you know.
Tell us, Uber. So when did you start cutting hair? Like, what's the?
I started my sophomore year of high school. I was 15, I think, and
So you've been cutting hair for like a year?
nah, shit. It's been like 3.5 years now. So, it was hard. I ain't gonna lie. Like I was messing people up badly, as do everybody. Your first haircuts aren't gonna be pretty good, but
That's how you get better.
Yeah.
I was just glad and fortunate that my family and friends were coming back to me, trusting me, you know, believing in me and supporting me. And
So what do you do when you mess somebody up? I mean, like, has anybody been mad? Like they're like,
well, it hasn't happened in a while. I don't think. I'll just
give me
them a
like,
free
yeah,
haircut.
give me one story where you were like cutting somebody and you messed them up. Did you know you were messing them up or?
Oh yeah, well I'd probably say my first cut is the one I really remember. Man, it was my cousin. I messed him up badly. He had like multiple bald spots, like all around. Like shortly after that, he had called me and he completely made his hair bald because of it. And it was right before Christmas, so he had to have Christmas with bald hair. So I was like, dang, that's crazy. But
What about you, Carlos? When did you?
I actually started like probably a few months after Uber.
Okay,
Yeah,
put your mic up a little bit.
Because, what's it called? We went to school together, and then I saw him cutting hair. I started watching videos little by little, and I was just talking to my mom. I was just like, you know, I want a little side hustle, you know? So I started cutting hair on like at my house and stuff like that too. It was a little bit of a struggle though, because I mean, no one really trusted you at first. So I had my nephews.
Yeah. So like, so you practice with your family then?
Yeah, mostly on my nephews. Since I had 3 of them, they're all boys. So it's like, that made it kind of easier. I mean, my sister probably got mad at me because I messed them up, but.
Have you ever had anybody like cuss you out or anything? You have? You have, sir? What happened?
I have, man. One time we were at I started off cutting at Universal Cuts, so on 48th and University.
Okay.
The owner of that barbershop's Craig Hunt, and he had told me to come over there freshly out of school, but like, you know, everybody was cutting that had already had experience in there, but I was just like sitting in there one day and some lady comes in and she's like, hey, can you do this design for me? And I'm like, yeah, bro, I was thirsty for money. I ain't gonna lie, man. Times were tough, you know, so I wasn't gonna say
Times
no.
were tough.
It was, hey, it's legit work.
Yeah.
So I looked at it and I don't know, it was like a heart shape with something else, and like I went ahead and did it. And she was just like, man, what the fuck is
Oh
this?
no.
Like, she
Was
was
it
looking in the
crooked?
mirror. She was looking in the mirror, like, hella mad. Like, no. She stood up, like, hey, you better fix this.
Oh.
And I was just like, well, hey, I'm going to charge you. She's like, no, I'm not leaving until you fix this. Or somebody better fix it. And then, boom, it clicked in my head. I called my homie G-Ball. Shout out to G-Ball for that.
Okay.
And he actually came through and he fixed her haircut. But she was showing me the design.
Couldn't you just like shave it off?
I mean, I guess I could, but I'd have to fade it. But like at that point, we were already. She wanted the design for something, you know what I mean? But he came through and cleaned it up. But like she would.
Did you
show
do a
me,
good
like,
enough job then?
She would be like, "Hey, does this look like this? No, it don't." She was mad, bro. And ever since then, I learned my lesson. I just learned how to do design.
There you
I
go.
was like, "No."
So and now you do designs?
I don't.
Yeah. You
Uber, Carlos, and Jonathan, they're pretty good at it. Like
Oh.
I can do a line.
I don't like marketing myself as like giving out designs because I'm like, you know what, like I'll do it, but like it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So when did you start? How long have you been doing it?
I want to say I was 13 when I started messing around with the idea of cutting hair. You know, I remember my dad had bought some Walmart clippers. It was to give himself his own haircut, but it ended up me like taking over because he was like, "Hey man, like how much worse could you do?" So I gave it a shot. Just little by little, I liked it. It was really just my dad and my brother for the longest time, and like the occasional friend, but. I will say I wasn't like these guys. I was a lot more scared to tell people like, "Hey man, I cut hair," because I knew I was like, "Man, I'm just not good," and I feel like just the practice I'm not getting better. But you know, after a while, I realized I was just kind of trapping myself in there where I'm only practicing with my brother and my dad, and they have the same kind of hair, so it's like I was never gonna get better that way.
Okay.
So just little by little, I kept going, and yeah, I told myself, hey, I just got to go to barber school. I just got to go all in on this.
Like, so you kind of started to enjoy it. Like you love doing it too.
Yep, it definitely just kind of grew. Like the love for it definitely kind of grew. I mean, at the time too, like being 13 years old, you know, you start caring about your own image too. You want to look fresh, you know, you always want to look good. So
Do you think that this is a trade that like you gotta fall in love with it? Like it's not something that, or is there? I'm assuming there's some people that are doing it for a paycheck, right? Like, or what's the line, I guess, between that and?
I think absolutely you need to be in love with it, because doing this for a paycheck, it's like a lot of people don't know those days where you're not gonna cut hair when you first start off. You might get one or two walk-ins. You know what I mean? But being here, that's not easy. Like knowing that you're seeing all the other barbers who've been in there for years, they're cutting hair, and you're just sitting down not doing anything, that sucks, man. That takes dedication, and doing it for a paycheck, like it's gonna take a while to get there, man. Like there's definitely other things you can do if you only care about the money.
There's definitely those days where you're definitely not gonna have haircuts. Like you could be booked out for 4 days, you know, straight, and then boom, you'll get no haircuts the next day. You know, it's just like that.
Yeah.
Just our schedules fluctuate a lot, and it just really depends on the time of year too. Like we kind of just got past the slow season. Kind of it's starting to pick back up, and it ain't easy, man.
All right, so obviously Serge is the boss here, but who's the best one out of the four of you to cut hair? You can ask that. Why not?
Hey, I think everybody here holds their own weight. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of improvement on a lot of people here, you know?
Yeah.
Especially, like, I've seen Jonathan when he first came in, like, not here, but at the other shop. And even when we brought in Carlos, and I've had conversations with Uber about even Carlos getting better at what he does, you know what I'm saying? I think when you cut hair, you got to be there. Like, if you got something else on your mind and you're not here, like, you know what I mean? That can blow off a lot of clientele, and just like, if you got to be, your mindset's got to be here. You got to be good. You got to be in a good mood. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not, that's how you're gonna cut.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been there. I've done that. I've lost a lot of clientele because of that. Because you know what I mean? Like,
life happens, and then you're not like you're not present.
You're worried about something, or something like worries you. You feel me? Like. Or if you one day, like, you know what I mean, you're having a sad day or some shit, like you could tell on your haircuts, or a bad day.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like it
Or if you got
shows.
like a, you know, what I mean, if you got somebody that's like, you feel like you're pressured, you got to be somewhere at a certain time, and you're just like boom, 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 like that.
Or
You know what I
someone just has negative energy. Like, if a client comes in with like negative energy, it could affect you throughout the whole day. Like, it will just make you feel worse and make.
Do
your
you
hair
feel like
worse.
sometimes somebody comes in with a negative energy and you change their mood? Because like when I come here, it's like the energy is positive. You guys are laughing, making jokes. You know, there's music going on, and it's an experience. So I'm assuming that's contagious to like your customers too, no? Like
Yeah. A lot of our customers, like, or a lot of our clients, they come in. Sometimes they might be sad, you know, depressed about what's going on in their day or their life, whatever. And then they come in here and then they feel a little happier because they got a haircut, and then two, they got a pretty good conversation or a good laugh with us. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a great feeling.
The
too,
customers
making
be
people happier.
like, they'll be telling you their stories.
Yeah, they do. They tell us a lot of cheese, man. I ain't gonna lie, they for sure do.
Okay, give me one that you're like. You don't have to name names.
Hey, we can't sing about. Hey, nah.
Yeah, he's like. "Ooh."
He was about to.
No
I'm not-
names.
I'm
Just
not-
keep it
yeah.
very vague. Like you
Yeah, I'm
know.
not gonna say no name or nothing, but like, there's people who have came in here and said like okay, they have like their own personal life, you know, and they're like over here talking about like something about, they talk about like their relationship or something. You know?
Okay.
And I'd be like, damn, that's crazy, you know. And then sometimes some stories be connected with other clients you have.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
yeah,
You
that's
got the
crazy.
tea.
Nah, it definitely be crazy. That's another good thing about this job itself. Like, we get to know like new things about people's life or things that are out there, you know. So it's not just about cutting hair too. We get to learn about people's life or like what's out there. And then obviously there's cheesemen in this job, like simple as that.
What about you, Uber? Is there a story that you're like, man, this person?
I don't think so. I mean,
You plead the fifth?
I plead the fifth on this one. I ain't gonna lie, because a lot of my conversations with my clients are confidential, and I like to keep it that way.
Ah,
you know
there
what
you
I
go.
mean?
All right.
Shout out
Like
Uber, man.
some people come to me for privacy and conversations and to spill like some of the problems they might have. So you know, it's kind of, you know, if I you tell them their issues, you know, it'd be kind of messed up to them.
What about you, Serge? Same answer?
Same answer.
Yeah, you're right. Like,
You're right.
We're definitely a therapist at times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like, life gets tough for gentlemen out there. Sometimes, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, I see some hardworking dudes, and then they're with maybe some women that just don't appreciate them at times. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it goes both ways. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
I mean, not to like bring down darkness into the conversation, but like the suicide rate for men is higher than is for
Than
women.
women?
Yeah.
I believe so. I believe that because, I mean, we like to bottle a lot of stuff up. Or in general, like, you know, if, you know what I mean, some people get to doing other things like drugs and stuff, and they take it out on that, you know what I mean? If you're in a toxic relationship, it is tough for people to get out of that, you know, but I don't know. I'm a believer of, like, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean, it goes both ways, and like men just as much as women, they got to take care of themselves as well. You know what I mean? Got to get a fresh haircut to feel good. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't do that, you let yourself go, your energy's going to keep going down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then eventually you hit rock bottom and you're doing other stuff that you shouldn't be doing, you know? So definitely, I think barbershops definitely give a lot of light to a lot of gentlemen that probably lost it. You know what I'm saying? And just in general, when you're around a good crowd of people, like how you said, the energy rubs off onto them, you know?
So I don't know if you guys ever heard of what concept called third space, but like we all have home, right? Like, or hopefully we all have a house and a home. That's one place, and then we go to work or school. That's another space. That's second space, and then third space is another place that you attend to, that it isn't work and home. You guys are kind of like both, no? You guys have that work, but you guys are also creating a third space for other people. You know what I mean? So it's just the reason why, you know, I keep coming back is because of like, okay, I think I found, like I'm not loyal to barbers, by the way, or haircut people. No,
Passed around.
no, yeah, no, yeah, I get it right. No, I just like I go to where I used to go to where it's like the quickest way to get in. You know, like just more availability, convenience, like.
And that's not
But-
always the best option, you know.
Yeah. But it's just like for me, it's time. Like I need my time, and I need to go. Let me get in. Da, da, da. But this one is different because like I'm intentionally wanting to make an appointment. Where before I didn't care about making appointments. You know, like I'm intentionally making an appointment. But I think it speaks to like how I feel when I come in here. You know, and the laughs that I get, and like talk with Carlos and all this stuff. So props to you guys. What's like what is like a misunderstanding about barbershops though? Like, is there some things that you think that people misunderstand that is wrong?
I feel like people are nervous to come to barbershops, you know, especially even bigger barbershops. So I feel like ours is small, and it's more welcoming, and it makes people feel safer. Like a lot of the times people come in, it's super loud at bigger barbershops, and it just makes them nervous and out of place. You know what I mean? I feel like we always welcome everybody, greet everybody when they come in and out. You know.
What do you think that is though?
I'll let you answer.
I think there's a lot of barbershops now that are a little bit more universal of like, you know what I mean, as in there's like more, ¿cómo se dice? Más gente así mixeada, pues.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like mixed
anyways.
races.
Yeah. Before, like, you know what I mean, you'd go to a barbershop and it was mostly like African American
Sure.
barbershops, you know what I'm saying? I remember as a kid being, I don't know, maybe 6th grade, so 10 or 13 years old, around there is middle school, going to a barbershop. I won't say their name or nothing, but just showing up and like, you know, they'd be like, hey, yeah, come on in. And like, well, you know what I mean, you're not a regular there most of the time, so you're just coming in as a walk-in. This is like my first experience at the barbershops, but they just be like, like, they don't even say nothing to you. You just walk in, you sit down, and you just wait in there and wait 2-3 hours, and then they'd be like, oh, you need a haircut? I'd be like, well, yeah, you know what I mean, that's what I'm here for. Like, I've been here all day. I'm not here to, yeah, you know what I mean? And I think times have changed for a barbershop, and it's good to have that appointment app and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And definitely coming in, you know what I mean, to a smaller shop is easier than going into a big shop to where everything's going crazy and, you know, people are like, just like, you know what I mean? So most of the times, whoever's closer to the door is supposed to be greeting them. Sometimes they're too busy and they don't pay attention or whatever it may be. But I think definitely a smaller barbershop is a little easier to come in through. You know what I mean? And just like having that experience of coming into a barbershop can be intimidating sometimes, you know?
What about that, like, the barbershop that takes a long time? That was my biggest kind of like thing that, or maybe it's a misunderstanding on myself, but like some barbers take a long time to cut your hair, or like you wait a long. Is that true, or is that depending on the barbershop?
Do you mean in the sense like
just like making an appointment, going, and then it takes a while like to get in, and then and then the barber also takes a really long time to cut your hair?
I think at the end of the day, you know, there's a lot of barbers out there. I think everyone works differently.
Yeah.
You can definitely find that barber if you just want to get in like 15, 20 minute haircut. You can find one out there, but some people don't value that. Some people want to know, like, hey, my barber, like, he's looking at every detail, you know what I mean? Because I remember starting, right? You naturally you go on a lot of YouTube videos. You got a lot of influencers talking about it. And one thing I would hear a lot is what they would call like being like the Walmart barber or the McDonald's barber.
Sure, yeah.
And what do they mean?
Yeah.
They mean just getting you in and out as quick as they can. Quality isn't too much of the focus. It's just, you know, getting you what you wanted, but as fast as they can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean.
So it just depends on what you're looking for, right? Like if you want quick and easy and fast, but maybe not good quality, or if you want somebody to take their time.
And I think a lot of times some people just, you know what I mean, sometimes you're on the barber's time versus like the barber being on your time, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes they'll be like, they'll overbook, like, hey, yeah, come on in. and they got somebody in their chair right before you, so you got to wait a whole haircut, and that's how people like to work. You know what I mean? Sometimes they cut a little faster and quicker, and they're just knowing that they have their appointments there kind of makes them cut a little faster. You know?
Yeah.
But,
All right, so let's talk. I came up, and my researchers, I came up with some not personal questions, but like remember,
General questions.
general questions like just like more like rapid fire. What you choose, what's sports, movies, all that stuff. So, all right, let's start with music. Music is everybody. We all like music, right? So, ¿quién escogerían? Who would you choose? Vicente Fernandez or Chalino Sanchez? Carlos, do you know who they are?
I would definitely probably choose Vicente Fernandez, probably.
Vicente Fernandez.
Yeah, because that's what my family would grow up with.
Okay.
And that's why I always heard at a party or something. All of them.
You see, this one's really hard because I really like both. I grew up
Okay.
listening to both. If I had to choose, I'd have to say Vicente, man. He's a rey. El rey,
shit.
man.
Okay.
He's a rey.
Okay. I gotta go with Vicente too. I feel like he just had a voice, man. He had a voice that was unmatched.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all I have to say, honestly.
What about you, Sergio?
I don't know. I'm in between, man. I can't call that one. to
It's
be
hard,
honest.
huh?
They're both
It's a hard
legends,
one.
man. You know what I mean? They both got their good music. There's a lot of underground stuff that you can find and just be like, oh, I never heard this song about them. But I don't know. I seen the Netflix on Vicente Fernandez. His story was kind of crazy too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
a
don't know how
Chalino
true it
guy,
is.
so I love Chalino. So
Chalino, man, you gotta have Chalino.
Yeah, I
man.
mean,
I mean, you can go wrong.
This is
either
what
one.
you think. Like, they both got different styles, right?
You can never go wrong with
When you think Chalino, you think like narco life, right? So you got the guns, you got the fucking plated guns, you got the trocas, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people like that, and was obviously everything that comes after that. But Vicente was more of like an OG, just
sure.
love the horses, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Type of like, like mariachi type of stuff,
Okay, what about they might not be in the same genre, but like they're in the same popularity, so
Okay.
it'll speak to what genre you like. So Bad Bunny or Peso Pluma?
I gotta say Peso Pluma, man.
Peso Pluma?
Yeah.
Like easy?
What?
That was easy.
What
Bad
do you
Bunny's
think
got-
I'm gonna pick?
I think you're going to pick Peso Pluma, right? But the way we joke around in the shop and everything, I'd probably think you'd say Bad Bunny because you put a lot of reggaeton and
Okay,
and
and
stuff like
I'll
that.
explain why I put a lot of reggaeton on. I mean, okay, so yes, I would go with Peso Pluma. I feel like,
Okay.
I don't know, just connect with them more. But I put a lot of Bad Bunny in the shop because you got to think, man, after a long day, you need I personally kind of follow the beat of the song. Sometimes I catch myself flicking the clippers to the beat. I'll be like,
Oh,
"Oh,
nice.
oh."
Okay.
So I put Bad Bunny because you can't do that with Peso Pluma, right? And I do it so that everyone can kind of get like the groove,
In
you
a
feel
vibe.
me?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
in the rhythm, and we
feel
can
that.
all just cut like with a bit more like higher spirits, That's
Yeah.
why I put a lot of Bad Bunny on.
Okay.
And it's always good to have different variety of music. Like we don't like to close our ears to no type of music. Like we listen to all types of things. And if someone were to come in and they say, oh, they make music and we have our music on YouTube, like we'll want to put it on. Like I know I have.
Yeah.
I have before, and but we definitely do put a lot more. Of,
What do
like-
you pick?
I would pick Peso Pluma personally. I don't really listen to much like reggaeton and stuff like that. Like,
Okay.
I like Bad Bunny, but not to the. I wouldn't pick him over Peso Pluma personally.
Carlos?
Yeah, I'm gonna be the only one different here. I'll choose Bad Bunny.
All right.
You know he would.
Nah, but personally, me, that's on 2016, 2017 Bad Bunny,
I
Nah,
guess so.
like-
we gotta give our props, this flowers to Bad Bunny, man.
Yeah, Bad
He's-
Bunny's the
he's-
man right now.
He's got bangers, man.
Yeah.
Year after year, like he's like proving it,
And it's like crossover too, so like,
Oh, yeah.
Bad Bunny, you can play it anywhere.
Yeah, like he's definitely like, I think like party vibes, you know what I mean? You're on the beach chilling with your fam and just
Yeah.
have a couple tragos, and next thing you know you're dancing,
I mean, he even got sad vibes too, I know
sad
you got
boy
a
over
couple
there.
that you're like, But yeah,
Well, on the music scientifically, the higher the BPM, like the higher the speed, then your brain like reacts more. You know, that's why the slower it is, and it does put you in that mood. However, you know, si ponemos una de Vicente right now, and like
Yeah.
you're gonna wanna drink, you know, you're gonna like acordarte de, you know, de la que te quebró el corazón. You know, like it puts you down.
Wait, I don't want to bring that up here.
Okay, let's soccer right now. So like football. What's your favorite club?
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
Yeah,
Ya te sabe.
Real Madrid definitely up top for me.
Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Okay. Johnny.
See, man, I don't watch too much soccer. I'm definitely kind of like a bandwagon. I go for Real Madrid, but if we're talking like maybe the Mexican league, I'd say Chivas. That's what I
Okay.
grew up with, you know.
Wait, we were gonna get to the
Chivas.
Mexican one.
Oh,
Okay.
my bad.
So Real Madrid just cause like.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. Like, I like soccer, but I just never have the time to watch it, so I don't
Sure.
keep up with anything. And, you know, this is me.
What about you, Sergio?
Same. I don't know. I guess if we're going like for the international league, I'd have to say Mexico. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, between the U.S. and Mexico, we have to, you know. But that's the thing. Are you guys rooting for the U.S. too? Because I know, like, our roots are Mexican, and you know, or maybe for you Honduras. But are we rooting for the U.S. too? You know, I don't know.
Me
Definitely would.
personally,
Uber, you're Mexican or you're
Mexican, yeah.
Mexican? Oh, okay.
yeah, my parents both.
But you were born here.
I was born here, yes. I personally.
I thought you were from
From where?
El Salvador.
Nah, that's crazy.
He's my
Hey, that's okay. I don't mind.
Yeah.
he's my hit brother.
I personally, I'm gonna be rooting for both because,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. That's crazy. I've never been called Salvadorian. That's crazy. I do like my pupusas for sure.
It's all good. I'm Guatemala. It's all good. It's just
okay.
Hey,
Honduras.
at least you
It's
guys
all
got a
love.
team that can support in the World
Some
Cup. not
variety.
me, bro.
Yeah, so right.
They didn't even qualify.
Man.
Yeah, so it's hard for Central Americans to pick, like for us in the World Cup, because like Guatemala nunca llega al Mundial. So. Oh, see, like yeah, I can watch every single game of the World Cup if I can, like every single game. So for you, Honduras is not making it.
Nah, they didn't make it.
Okay, so you who do you root for then?
This year, I don't know. I'm with two teams. I'm with Spain and Portugal.
Okay,
The only reason I would choose Spain is because my tia lives there. So I was
Okay.
like, man, just because she lives there.
so Sergio, you were born
I
here.
really
You
don't have a soccer team, to be honest.
no, but the country for the World Cup.
Yeah, I'd have to say, I don't know. I'd have to say Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah. But
What about football? American football? Like you guys watch that? Do you guys
Niners, baby, on top.
49ers?
Niner Nation, y'all. Y'all already know.
Carlos?
I have.
It don't matter how they did, bro.
I
I'm
have
still
like
gonna
three
support.
teams. I have like the Eagles, the Minnesotas, and then Detroit. Those are my top three teams in the NFL for me.
Okay.
to choose.
You, Johnny, you watch football?
Yeah, I feel like for football, it'd be the Bears, man, the Chicago Bears, and they're doing pretty good last year, but they couldn't make it, man. Shout out Caleb Williams though, they're doing his thing.
I'd have to agree with you, the Bears. I'm
Yeah.
kind of just more Chicago all-around sports, but I heard the Bears are going to Indiana. I don't know how real that is, but
Hey, speaking of that, they're
people
actually
be saying
going.
that.
They're actually going to my hometown. So I was born in this town called Hammond, Indiana, and that's like like kind of on the border of Chicago. And they're saying that that's where they're gonna be at.
I've been hearing
yeah,
about that
so
too.
that'll be really cool.
It sounds
Hmm.
like it could be, but it's also I've been hearing that the Bears are leaving for 5 years.
who knows,
So it's been like
man?
5 years
Chicago's
since
got
I've
a lot
heard.
of money. Just
Yeah.
by a general, just sitting there parking there at a park. Hey, $55 real quick.
Yeah.
that.
Actually, speaking about that, I'm pretty sure it was Chicago. I had heard that money, the parking money, is actually going to a third party. It's not going.
Yeah, that's
to
why the
city of
family wants to leave
Chicago.
because they're not getting like the best deal.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. Food.
Oh, yo.
Okay, so like tacos or burgers. I mean, you guys are tacos or burgers. Let's start with that. Let's do like an elimination. Tacos and burgers. Who would win?
Tacos for sure.
Easy, right?
I'm gonna go against the grain, man. Burgers.
Bro, this fool loves burgers. And Bebop says he loves burgers. That's why. Come on, that's tacos all day.
I say tacos because they have more different type of meat instead of like the burgers, which is usually just one single.
Okay.
meat.
All right, burgers or pupusas?
Oh, pupusas.
I'd say burgers.
Any day.
You know.
Especially me.
Pupusas are
Johnny?
good. I like pupusas, but I think burgers are
Burgers.
Burgers,
man.
okay,
I'm
burgers
sorry.
for Johnny.
Still burgers.
I'm gonna have to say, yeah, it depends where you get the pupusas from. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, some pupusa makers out here, they
Overall,
just
now,
like,
overall.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes
So-
there's more masa or whatever than there is in the
Yeah,
middle. You know?
yeah. Not all pupusas are created equal.
But yeah,
But which one would you pick though?
I'd have to say cheeseburgers for sure.
Burgers, okay.
It's nice.
all-time favorite food though is definitely gotta be pozole though.
No,
Yeah,
hold
that's
on.
my mom.
Let me get to it, cause like so burgers or pupusas?
Burgers.
Burgers. Okay. All right. Okay. What about pozole or menudo?
Ooh, pozole, bro. It's easy. Come on.
Pozole, for sure.
Okay.
I'd have to say pozole too, but I do like menudo, like the broth of it, like a little bit.
Okay.
And the
But you
menudo's
gotta
gotta
pick
be-
though. You gotta pick.
Yeah, pozole.
Pozole,
Menudo.
menudo.
I love menudo. I don't know. Just
Okay. 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 Menudo or burgers?
oh. Burgers.
Burgers. All right. So what about you? What's your favorite food, Carlos?
Man, I don't even think none of y'all even know it for real. Well, we call it pollo chuco, or also known as pollo con tajadas. It's like a Honduran
Okay.
dish.
So pollo con tajadas or tacos?
Pollo con tajadas.
All right. He's sticking with his
Yeah, I'm sticking
DNA.
with it. For real.
That's crazy.
What about you? What's your pozole or tacos?
Pozole for sure. My mom makes the best pozole, yeah. For sure. Shout out to my mom.
So pozole or tacos?
I'm gonna have to say tacos because tacos, like, you can switch it up. You can have the
Yeah.
pastor, you can have the lengua. You know what I'm saying? Cabeza, freaking asada, pastor, like,
The chorizo.
and pozole. You can only, hey man, you know, I've heard it from everybody's moms. Like, as soon as like you make pozole, dude, you're eating it like the rest of the week almost.
Yeah. Yeah, because they make big pots.
Yeah, they do.
Like for like a whole army.
For real. I think that's good. You know what I'm saying? But like, you definitely gotta call the family again and be like, hey, come on over, eat again. You know?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're eating that for like 3 days.
What about social media? Like, what are you guys on? What do you guys TikTok or Instagram? Johnny.
Either like I gotta pick one.
Pick one. Oh, yeah.
I just like Instagram. I feel like it's a lot more like overall it's more versatile. I feel like I don't know.
Sergio.
Yeah, I'd have to say. I mean, it just depends. Like, Instagram definitely for like business wise. You know what I'm saying? Just putting your business out there, just what you do or whatever. But I definitely think that TikTok is a big movement nowadays. You know what I mean? And it's like I've seen people that do those videos.
Do you think like businesses should be on?
Oh yeah, I highly recommend. I push these guys all the time. Like, hey man, y'all need to market a little more. And they've heard me 3 to 4 times. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, you got to do that stuff because it's like it gets people to see or just plants a seed in their head. Like, oh, I need a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Just in general, like you might be at a coffee shop eating lunch and you're just scrolling and then you see Carlos post a haircut of his haircut in a link and you're just like, boom, easy, boom, click the link and you saw someone else. You're booked in there like for the next day, you know?
Yeah.
Or even maybe if you're lucky enough that same day, you know?
What about you, Carlos?
I'm with both honestly, but if I did choose, it would be Instagram because I post more there, and then that's like people usually when they're looking for a barber, they usually just go on Instagram, and then that's just the easiest way you can find one, honestly, especially in your town and all that.
Well, are you asking business-wise or personal-wise?
No, just like which one do you? Yeah, which one you prefer? Which one you like the best?
I definitely prefer Instagram because whenever I'm scrolling through Reels or whatever, like, I feel like Instagram has a lot less ads than TikTok does because I feel like TikTok's just infested with ads nowadays.
Ads. Oh, okay.
And I just think Instagram's a little funnier and more entertaining to be on. I think so. Instagram for sure for me.
All right. What is like the topic that you like? So when you guys come in, what do you guys talk about the most? Girls?
How to be good to your woman.
Is that a good? That's a good answer.
How to be the best
This is
partner
like
you can
crickets.
be. Hey, shout out my girl.
What is our
Man,
biggest
we
topic?
weren't
I
able
think
to
we
fo-
talk
we
we
talk
talk a
about
lot
4,
about
5, 6.
music. You know, we talk a lot about music and just cars sometimes. I don't know.
I was going to say
We don't
more
really
like,
talk about women.
it's more like betting wise in
Says
here.
the single fellas over here. Hey, yo, guess who I just know? I just like, hey, but honestly, it just depends on what the conversation comes in. Like,
Yeah.
like how you said, you know, what I mean, some people will confess and they're just having a conversation, and this is a small enough shop where you can hear everybody talking about whatever. So like, some people may like you jumping in the conversation. Some people may be quiet after that because they don't want you to conversate into that. But like, just depends like who the first client comes in. And, you know what I mean, you're listening to music, or they may tell you a story about when they heard this song the first time or wherever, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we just talk about a lot of things, cars, you know what I mean? Like,
So you're
Work,
you're
you know.
married. You have family, right?
yeah, I do. I
And
got
Johnny,
4
you
kids
too.
and a girl, and
You do too. What's the biggest perks of being a barber then? Like what? There's got to be something that
for sure, like definitely, I think
you get to manage your own hours. You get control of your days and.
Yeah, I think that's mostly why I created the shop, just because I wanted a little bit more free time to be with my family and hang out over there and just do things that I like.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Working for someone else, I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Now I can see them. Like, it's up to the workers to do whatever they want to do. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like, how hard they want to work, how hard they want to put in that work to get whatever their dreams are. You know? Because at the end of the day, it's all about what you put into it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Como dice el Bad Bunny, what do you say? El que no pone something. I'm about to come back to that. I'm about to
He
come back to that.
said
El que no pone something.
You cannot put it- What about you, Johnny? What's the biggest perk to being a barber?
Definitely the freedom. Just, you know, sometimes we call Serge the boss, but you know what I mean? It's not like in a traditional boss way, you know.
He's really more like a coworker for us.
Yeah, you know, and he definitely. I think that's nice. You know what I mean? I just feel like I always had a problem with authority. You know, I was always respectful, but it's just more of the sense, you know, it bothers me when I'm kind of told what to do. You know what I mean? I always had that problem. And on another hand, just knowing like if I were to work, like let's say I've had multiple jobs before. You know, I've been on an hourly wage, and just knowing that no matter how hard I work, I'm not really growing myself. I'm growing who I'm working for. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm helping them.
Yeah.
No matter how hard I work, and I feel like barbering definitely rewards people who put in work, who put in the effort, and that's you just can't be lazy if you want to grow.
Right.
You know?
Carlos?
Yeah, I'd definitely say time more than anything. You get to control it. Like me, well, it's not the only thing I do. Because I did open like a little, with my family, we opened a little side business with junk removal. So that also helps me with time. Like we call it APAC junk removals. So we pick up junk, we do cleaning and all this type of stuff, you know. And yeah, more than time management here, so it helps me a lot with that too.
So it's like it sounds like there's like entrepreneurial spirit about it, right? Because like you get to manage your time and you can control how much you make by how much work you put into it, right? Which that sounds like a entrepreneur, like a business owner. Like if you work hourly, no matter how hard or how easy you work, you get paid what you put in. But with this one, you can, if you put in more, you get more back.
Yeah, there's definitely no limit to how much you can make. It just depends on the work you put in, you know. Depends on how much time you're willing to spend trying to either make that money or just, you know, work hard and do what you got to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's definitely no limit to it. And obviously you're not
Put
going to
your,
make like
your
500K,
mic.
you know, it's a little difficult, but
Say that again.
like you're not gonna make like 500K. It's a little difficult, but depends on the amount of work you put in. Is definitely gonna show for sure.
What about a celebrity, like a person that you would want to cut their hair? If you had to pick a celebrity that you wanted to cut their hair.
Canelo, for sure. I'd say Canelo for sure.
Okay, you're a boxing fan.
Yeah, a little bit. But I've seen like videos of the barbers that come and cut his hair before the fights, and I was like, oh, that'd be hella dope to go, fly out, go cut him up in Vegas, before his fight. That would be dope, for sure.
You gotta manifest it. You gotta put it out in the world. Like you might get a ring, but like come in here.
That would be hella decent.
What about you, Carlos?
I mean, since I was a child, I always looked up to Ronaldo, so I'll definitely like choose him.
Who?
To cut Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely him for sure. Since I grew up just watching him. But yeah.
Do you think he's better than Messi?
Oh, for sure, 100%. that's not even
You
a
agree?
question.
Hell yeah.
What? How?
Because he played for Barca, Ronaldo played for Real Madrid. I'm a big Real Madrid fan, so.
But like trophies wise, like trophies.
Okay.
He's
yeah.
got the World Cup, like Messi's got the World Cup.
He definitely has his World Cup and all that. I'm not gonna like. Yeah, I'm a Ronaldo fan, but I'm not gonna hit on Messi's success, or nothing
course.
like that.
Never
Like,
that.
okay, maybe when I was younger, I did not like him at all. That's just something I did.
Travis.
There goes Travis,
He's about to
Bar
get ready.
Martinez.
But yeah, definitely, I still think he's the best. He's definitely accomplished a lot, and he had a harder way to get up there too. It's not like he just grew up into like a professional team or an academy. He had to work it's hard work that beats talent. Or something.
What about you, Jonathan? What's if you had to pick a celebrity that you cut their hair?
Man, I think I'd cut. I don't know. I'd probably cut Sabrina Carpenter's hair, Sabrina Carpenter's hair. you feel me?
She's got long hair. You need clippers.
Yeah, man, well. I mean, we use shears here too,
Or scissors.
Definitely, yeah.
Shears.
Shears.
There's a difference,
Okay.
yep. Mhm.
There you go. Yeah.
I guess
Sure,
never put
man.
it that way, but you said anybody, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, if he's in there, he's
I don't
doing
know,
something
just
right.
to switch it up, but
There you go. That's a. Can I switch my answer? What about you, Sergio?
I'd have to say Tito WP. I'd like to cut
Tito
his hair.
WP?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. Who's Tito WP?
He's a corrido singer, I would say. Like.
Okay.
Yeah.
he's Peso Pluma's cousin, actually.
Ah.
Yeah, they've been making a lot of songs together.
They're on tour together, right?
They're on tour. I'm actually gonna go watch them next month.
But he's
Yeah.
definitely started that like natural come over kind of like. Well, he probably wasn't the first one to do it, but like where it's really outlined. You know what I'm saying?
Like higher
more-
outline out here?
Yeah, just higher outline. Everything's grown out, no fade. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like an old school.
Okay.
type of haircut. Y luego, pues, they put it like rounded around here and. he's
So
kinda-
which one's the cut that you're like? So the Edgar cut is the one that kind of took over. It's
Oh,
been
yeah,
taken over for
everybody-
years, right?
Everybody's getting that. You know what I'm
But it's
saying?
been years. You think it's a phase, like it'll go away, like every other haircut?
I think a lot of them will come back and look back like at their haircut, like, man, what was I thinking?
Did you ever get an Edgar cut,
Hey
Sergio?
man, they messed me up one time.
You plead the
like-
fifth?
No, I didn't ever get an Edgar haircut.
What about you, Uber?
No, personally, no. I never really had the hair for an Edgar cut because I have curly hair, so I don't think my
yeah.
lineup would stay straight. But I don't like that haircut personally.
Carlos?
Nah, I've never had that haircut.
Never had that. Not a big
No.
fan of that. But you do it.
Yeah.
If they come, they're like, give me that. What do they say? They give me the Edgar cut?
No, they just say, just give me a taper
and then a line up
leave
in the front,
top.
and that's it. And they like some texture on the top, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
I think
a-
a lot of that wave came from Cali from the first, because a lot of them would like keep it real long and just the more messier it look on top, and then just little fade like this much on the back and the front, and it just like, it was just kind of like drafted over through the Midwest, and then it made it its way all the way through. And
What about, did you ever have an Edgar cut, Johnny?
I had something like it. Yeah.
That sounds like a yes.
Yeah,
Pull a photo up. I want to see it.
I don't
Come
think
on,
I have
man.
a photo.
Yeah, you
You'll have to send us a
My parents
photo.
probably had one. I was a teenager, but I don't know. It's kind of like what Uber said. I don't necessarily have the hair for it. Mine's a little straighter than Uber's, so there comes a point where it is short enough to look like an Edgar, but then it starts like kind of waving up, you know. But no, yeah, it's definitely kind of what I was going for. I don't know. It was either that.
So you
or
did
just,
have
like,
an
the
Edgar
longer
cut.
hair. Yeah, I did. Have one.
There you go.
Pinche
Yummy.
Edgar.
Hey, man.
What's like your favorite cut to do? Like mohawk, fade. What's something that you like? When they ask me to do this, I really like it.
You know, recently I've really been enjoying doing the burst fade with like a real nice design. I like doing that haircut because a lot of people have been asking for it recently, but overall, burst fade is kind of like a mohawk, I'd say. Goes around the ear.
Okay.
Kind of stops around below the ear, maybe mid-ear. And you just line up the back. It kind of has like a little mullet going on.
Do you think I can pull off the burst fade?
No.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But overall, I'd probably say a mid taper.
What is a mid taper?
The mid taper is on the sides and in the back, and it's a little higher than the low taper. And I don't know, it's just a taper.
I don't even have it.
That mid taper, you can rock it with anything. Like you could have his hairstyle. You could have a slick back. You could kind of have the messy like UK kind of style in the front. Like you could do a lot with the taper. Like originally that used to be like a old.
Can I pull off a mid taper?
Yeah, you probably could if you let the sides grow and just like it just depends like whether you mean it looks good. That's kind of what I got going on right now. You know.
Okay.
But, and he's got a mid taper, but with the mullet kind of going on.
I see.
He does as well, but his kind of grew out.
Oh yeah, mine already.
Carlos,
Their hair,
what?
man, since their hair's curly, like especially these two, their hair grows back like the next day. Like it don't even look like they got a fade that much. Like
Is curly hair harder to cut then?
it is, man. It is definitely like I remember starting off like that was the worst. Like for
So
me,
when you
'cause-
saw a curly hair person walking, you're like, fuck.
yeah, pues a lot of times I was African American vatos like, and then they'd come in, and I'd be like, oh shit. Y pues everybody else on the line was the original like OGs to that haircut. You know what I mean? So I know I would fuck them up. Like I know I would cut them, and they'd just be like, and the people would be like, all right, like they were hesitant, but then like I could tell. They would just like look down just so they wouldn't even see the haircut. But they were cool though. They never talk shit.
Yeah.
It definitely made you want to step your game up.
Yeah.
It is definitely a lot harder to cut more curly hair for sure. Just because of the simple fact, once you get up so high, it's hard to blend this side hair up with the top. Like if you go too in onto the head, like it's not gonna look good. So you gotta
What about
know how
you,
to stay
Carlos?
away a little bit.
What's your favorite type of hair to do, and what's the hardest?
Ooh, the hardest to cut is probably coarse hair, for sure.
What is it?
Coarse hair? Coarse hair is like moreno hair. It's like the
Okay.
4C, I think that's what it is.
Okay, just like too curly to.
Yeah, it's usually like too curly. It definitely gives more. You have to do a little bit more details with it. Since it's more curly, it goes different ways and all that type of stuff.
What about the style? What style do you like the most?
Burst fade for sure. Burst fade is
Same
like,
thing as.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of kids, especially now that soccer season's right here around the corner, that's what people ask for, and it's like my favorite to do, something like that.
Johnny, what's your favorite style to cut, and what's the hardest hair to cut?
My favorite style to cut would be kind of the haircut I got, kind of like a mullet with the taper on the sides. I feel like it's a nice blend of like doing some shear work and doing the taper too. I don't know, it's just more enjoyable to me.
Sure.
And I feel like most of my clients, when I do it to them, they're pretty happy with it. But worst, have you guys ever seen when a Hispanic, this applies to Hispanics and Asians, I almost want to call it like porcupine hair. It's straight, but it sticks straight out.
Okay.
Sticks straight out. It's like mostly Asian,
That's
but I've seen
hard
it
to
in
cut
Hispanics
because
too,
like
yeah.
there's no path.
It's hard to cut. You may, if it's like a regular fade, you'll see mistakes a lot quicker on that kind of hair. You know what I mean? I feel like in other hair, you can kind of, you know what I mean? You
hide
blend
your
it,
mistakes.
You can get away with it. There's definitely less room for error, we could say, on that kind of hair. But that would be the hardest for me. That'll.
Okay. All right, so to finish it off, let's tell us why people should come. to
I think people should come to the barbershop because we bring good vibes. We always bring good vibes. I feel like everyone here, we're kind of we always listen to what the client wants. And you're not going to walk out of here unsatisfied with the haircut. You know, we're always just trying to give good vibes and good haircuts.
One, like he said, that we listen to our clients. And it's not that, like, we want you to come back. You know, it's not like just a one-time thing. And what makes us different as us, like, barbershop, it's not like I'm the only one talking to you, you know? Like, all of us talk us together as, like, a family. Like, here, we keep everything together as one. So I feel like that's one of the main reasons you should come here.
Yep.
I think, again, not only are you going to get a good haircut, but you're also going to learn a lot of life lessons and have great conversations with people, not just us, but even client to client. Like, we have a lot of clients that from over there will talk to one of Johnny's clients, you know, like,
Okay.
Everybody can feel connected in a way because we're all at the barbershop, you know what I mean? It's a good place to be at. It's always good vibes. And
Yeah.
definitely fun to be around here over here.
Boss man.
Just want to say shout out to the team for doing a great job. You know what I'm saying? I think in general, just the team in general gets along with each other, and that's important. You know what I'm saying, in a barbershop, because it's like if you're sitting here and don't get along with somebody else across the barbershop or something, it's gonna be not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So as long as everybody getting along, and you know, what I mean, we've been open for a year ongoing, and we still haven't had no, like, not to jinx us or nothing, you know what I'm saying, but we haven't had no bad experience of, like, bad reviews on us and stuff like that. So, and a lot of people, like, just being in the neighborhood that we are, like, a lot of people came and supported, and we thank them for that, you know what I mean? So thank you as well for everything you've done for us. You know what I'm saying? And it's great to see the bar next door. You know what
cheers
I mean?
to
cheers to your guys' opening.
Cheers to the bar. Finish my drink.
Well, cheers to you guys, and we're neighbors.
Yeah.
So now it's easy to come over here and get
We'll
a
definitely
get a
have to
cut.
do this again some other day, you know?
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I appreciate Carlos. You're the one that cuts my hair. I'm happy with it. I tell my wife all about it every time I come. I think we kept it very PG. It's not even PG-13. This is like PG because, like, when it comes here, you guys are a little more unfiltered.
Yeah. Well, we got the cameras rolling, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have people watching.
Yeah, especially Uber. Like, Uber,
You're going to have to see how we really are when you come in, for real.
And, I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah,
North End
yeah.
Barbershop, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I want to say thank you for, you know, always coming and letting me cut your hair. I
Awesome,
appreciate
man.
that.
Awesome. Well, let's leave it at that then. We'll do it again sometime. And thank you to Aki for being good
Appreciate
sport.
you.
Man.
All right, we'll see everybody next time.